Today is a heartfelt story about how I hired random strangers to kill my wife and me on our 56th year anniversary. The year is 2024, and the zombie apocalypse has taken over Los Santos. Me and my little sugar plums, Dottie, have been living out the safe zone for the past couple years. I couldn't imagine leaving her behind in a world like this. I'd been contemplating our deaths for a long time, and now that every day is a struggle to survive, I'm tired of living. But if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna make sure that me and Dottie, we see the afterlife together. You understand.
Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Most of my life's been waging war till I found peace. I could've swore what she did shook me to the core, and I ain't gonna live like that no more.
So, where were you thinking of taking Dottie on this date?
Well, there's a couple of options. We used to live at a small apartment complex around a corner. I thought about taking her. We buried her father on 68. There's a church out there. Thought about taking her out there. You know, there's a couple of different spots. I just wanted to feel close to home, you know. And
Well, that's romantic.
Yeah, real romantic. And then at the end of it, we all
I
die.
mean, maybe you could do that, a couple times before you decide to, pull the trigger.
Hey, trust me. I wouldn't be asking somebody if I wasn't ready to pull the trigger. I've thought about this longer than anything in my whole life. It's not an easy task asking somebody to do what I'm asking you to do. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I can understand. But that's the love of my life over there. And I just want to make sure that we enter the afterlife together, you know?
I'll take this helmet off.
I'm not saying I'm off the top of the table, because, you seem like a nice guy, and I want to be able to do you a solid, but I just gotta stomach it, Or down the alley.
Yeah, I can understand that. Dottie, okay?
Where did you go?
Oh, we took a little trip. I slipped off the top of the roof.
Oh, your brother was 3 inches taller.
You know what? Look at this woman. You see what I gotta put up with everything? And you know what? Your sister was a lot easier. She was a big floozy, and everybody in town was with her.
She was not a big floozy.
Yeah, she
was. She was a saint. Don't you
No,
talk
she
that
wasn't
way
a,
about
she,
Barbara.
Well, she wasn't a
She
saint.
was a saint.
And I don't mind
Let
saying
me grab something from my storage real quickly if I'm gonna be able to help out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to hear this trash.
Yeah, well, it is trash. Speaking of trash, your sister was trash. And we all knew it.
Don't talk that way about Barbara, Morris.
She was a whore.
You are embarrassing yourself right now, Morris. I am so angry at you.
That's for you for today to protect us on our special anniversary date. We're still going on that date, right, Doris? You wouldn't leave me hanging, would you?
It's our anniversary today.
Yeah?
Oh, happy anniversary!
Yeah,
Thank you, young lady.
Tell them how many years, honey.
56 years?
Oh my gosh!
It's a long time.
That is a long time.
Drove by on a bus, yellow school bus. I saw her every day. She drove by.
Oh.
I said, there's that pretty girl on a bus. And then one day that bus stopped at my house, picked me up, and then there she was on that bus.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
His brother was the star quarterback in high
Here we
school.
go. Why can't you just love me for me, Doris? Why do you always gotta remind me? I'm not as good as your dad. I'm not as good as my brothers.
She doesn't mean that, Morris.
She does mean it. She reminds me every day. She's a wicked fucking woman. Love is love, but wickedness is wickedness, and that woman is wicked.
When's your
Anniversary. Her anniversary is June 5th, but she's so fucking old and senile, she has no idea. Half the time she wakes up in the morning, she doesn't even know who I am. Peach.
Well,
I'll be gentle, Morris.
Oh, that does look a bit aggressive, Morris.
There we go. There it is. There it is.
There we go.
Where are we going?
We told you, honey, we're going to Palm Springs. But I need you to remember
Sure,
that.
this is the right way.
Yeah, this is the right way.
Maybe you should stop and ask for directions. You never want to stop and ask for directions. This is making my buns burn.
That's good, honey. You're gonna have.
It's a good workout.
Buns of steel.
Yeah, buns of steel, babe. She complains all day, every day, for the past ever since I've met her. I mean, she's handed.
Morris, catch up.
At some
We're
point
coming,
you find
honey.
it a little endearing, right?
Yeah, I think at first I did. You know, the first maybe 20 years, but
Second half, not so much.
no, not so much. But you know, I'm a Christian man, and we don't believe in divorce. So, I mean, there
That's
was
true.
a time when I thought about leaving, but you know, who else would put up with her? She'd be out there on her own. She'd just
There's
be
a
some mean old
Bigfoot
lady.
over there on that building.
That was very good
The
of you.
Bigfoot? There is.
I saw a Bigfoot once. Remember that time I saw a Bigfoot, Morris?
Doris, what's your favorite color?
I don't really have a favorite color. I just like to look beautiful sometimes, but Morris doesn't understand
Can't
that.
you just answer one question straight, Doris? Why is it always got to be a goddamn story, some kind of complaint every
Don't
time?
take the Lord's name in vain, Morris.
Well, he's not listening. Obviously, look around, honey. Does this look like God's listening to
How
you?
dare you, Morris?
Leaving us behind in this shithole?
Don't you take the Lord's name in vain. He's always watching.
God damn.
Morris.
God damn.
Morris.
Morris. Come on, Morris. Come on, Morris.
That man,
I know you're
swear.
nervous. I feel I can feel the anxiety.
I think you're gonna have to do me before her.
You sure?
I don't know if I could watch her die.
What if we went at the same time?
Yeah. That'd be
Gonna
good.
be alone
Same time.
in hell because I'm going to heaven. I'm a good Christian woman.
Yes, you are. And you know whose problem that will be? His.
Yeah, Morris.
Mm.
Morris loves you, Doris.
I
He
went
does.
to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
He truly does love
It's
you,
not
I
about
promise.
Morris and Dorris. It's now about Morris and Jesus.
You know what, Diana? I don't need that. I don't need that.
You
from
know what, Jack? I don't need your sass.
See what you're doing, honey? You're ripping people apart, just like usual.
Oh, it's my fault as usual.
She told on the neighbor guy once. He was cheating on his wife, and she told him. And then they broke up. And then
Probably for a good thing.
She was in my knitting circle. What was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to keep your mouth shut. Jack, you got a loved one before all this?
I did, actually. I had a family. I had a mom. I had some siblings. But we lost them in the first wave.
What's come over
Got
him?
separated.
Violence in his heart.
And in an effort to try and keep me from suffering the same fate that they were going to on our island, they stuck me on a boat, sent me out to sea.
Morris.
That's real sad, you know. So you're living on with the memory of them, and when you go, their memory goes. And that'd be the last people who ever knew them, you know?
Exactly. Well, and I have yet to find what you and Doris have, so I might be the last person to
Morris, you're an
remember
old
me.
Man, you need to find Jesus before you die.
I hope that you do. I hope you do, Jack. I can't hear you. I'm having a friendly conversation with another man.
Who are all these people?
Please back up.
Are they coming to Palm Springs?
We need to go this way. Come
Alright.
on, Doris. We're gonna go this way.
Oh my, look
We-
at this lovely church.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just had to quickly take Morris to church.
Morris, you need to go in there and pray. And pray and pray and hope you don't go to hell.
You know what? Maybe I'll pray over your father's grave when we go meet him in a minute, honey. That's where we're going. We're gonna go see your parents.
My father was a saint. This is a very lovely church. Jesus must be very happy with it.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is very happy with it.
Yeah, honey.
All the thousands and millions of dollars that were spent, that could have been spent to educate people.
Worth
but,
every penny.
Wow.
You know, persistence is key.
Persistence is key. Silence is key. There's lots of rules to being married, you two. So if you ever do end up falling in love with somebody, just make sure they're the right one. You don't want to make a mistake, you know?
It's true. It's true.
Oh, what a lovely house. Look at that weathercock up there.
A what?
It's a very beautiful weathercock up there.
There's a weathercock on the
There's
roof
a
of that
weathercock.
house, Morris.
All right,
Oh, we
okay.
do love a weathercock.
You know what? I see the weathercock as well.
It's a beautiful weathercock.
It's a very big weathercock for me to be able to see it from this far.
I know, that is a huge weathercock.
Okay.
Where are we going?
We're going.
Going this way, Doris. We're gonna go up this little hill here. I think we just really wanted to stare at that weathercock a bit more.
I think I did, yeah.
It's very lovely and shapely.
All right.
It
Okay.
is.
You know what? What would she know?
Oh my,
Yeah,
there's a
oh yeah.
coyote over there.
There is a coyote. He's just running. He's just running.
That's so
He has
sad.
his little feetsies going.
Somebody should call animal control and have it put down.
No, Doris. Would you do that to the Sasquatch?
The Sasquatch is a beautiful creature.
So is the
So
coyote.
is you telling me that, you know,
They
in the
spread
night before
disease
you
and
didn't,
eat children.
try and give it one more go?
Coyotes do not. I feel like Sasquatch eat more people than
You're like
coyotes.
opening up an old coffin or something.
I don't think a Sasquatch would do that. They're gentle giants.
I don't think I have love for her like that
Coyotes are
anymore.
Just misunderstood. They're more afraid of you than you are
That
of
is
them.
heartbreaking, Morris.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think she's ever had love for me like that. So, which is more heartbroken? A man who wasted his life or a woman who made him do it?
There had to be some reason she wanted to stay.
Someone to complain to. Someone to boss
We're
around.
gonna go left here at these lights.
To be honest, I always think she had a thing for my brother.
When are you getting married, young lady?
You know, I have to have a special someone in my
You're-
life.
you're
I
a
don't
better
have
man than
anyone
I.
special in my life.
I will do that to you.
Well, you're not getting any younger.
Makes you stupid.
I know, I know. Someone
I'm
has to
afraid of
wife
it.
me up soon.
What'd you do before all this, Miss Diana?
You know, I just kind of did here, there jobs. I'm kind of a free spirit, so I kind of just did odd jobs, became, you know, wanted to see the world more. So I just kind of traveled the world doing little jobs here and there. And I kind of landed here, and I had a hard time leaving.
I can, yeah. Well, Los Santos will do that to you. I will say, though, you know, traveling the world, I mean, that was the thing. That's what I wish I could have done. I mean, me and Doris could have been on a million trips. It's not that we didn't have the money. I mean, we pinched and pinched. You know, we always had money, but, you know, just never went. Couldn't get it further than 200 yards, maybe.
We went camping and saw a Sasquatch. I was very active, you know.
We
Morris
love
never
a
made
woman-
very much money, so I had to go to work.
Well, we didn't need to because we had everything we needed. We had the house, car. I mean, your dad pretty much took care of everything. I mean, you've been pampered since you were a baby. You know, not once did you ever have to ask for anything, you need for anything. The reason she had so many odd jobs because she didn't have anything else to do. She had so much time. I mean, God forbid you were stuck at the house any longer. You would have burnt it down with your cooking.
That's not true, Morris.
It is true. And I don't mind saying it to you.
You never made enough money because you never earned enough promotions at work.
No, now Doris, I'm sure he tried really hard.
And you know I tried hard. You know I worked real hard at that place.
Oh yeah, that's why the other men got all the promotions.
They got promotions because they would go out with the boss and do some drinking, a little party, and a little hanging out with the gals. But not me. I'm at home painting your no-toe having ass.
Oh yeah, you never went out drinking, I'm sure.
Oh, one time. I went out drinking one time, and you never let me forget it. Oh, God this, Jesus that. Jesus doesn't like a sinner.
He came home smelling like a brewery.
That's what happens when you have a little fun. You know, it's better than smelling like mothballs and whatever else you smell, it's the same perfume you've been using for 50 years, and change it up a little bit.
Doris,
I do
I'm sure
not
everyone
smell
makes
like
mistakes.
mothballs. You take that back, Morris.
You don't smell like mothballs, honey. You smell beautiful.
They keep my clothes fresh.
They do, and they keep the moths out.
I have some
They do?
mothballs in my pocket. Do you want
No.
some? They keep
I
my
have-
clothes fresh, but Morris is very critical of me. I tell him how I feel all the time, but you hear him, he doesn't listen.
It's okay, Morris. You know, we know you're doing the best things for her.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, you know, I'm just fat and happy.
sometimes I think maybe the reason I'm doing this is
Oh,
not a
yeah,
release for her,
thrill.
but a release for me, you know? It's been like a prison.
Doris, do you hear that?
What's that?
Maybe. What?
Doris says you make her happy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why you say it like that then? She said that?
Yeah.
Look at that man. Look at his suit. He probably has a nice job.
Here we go again. Look at that. It's a compliment hidden in a veil of negativity.
You know, maybe she's just kind of just not used to it.
Hey, trust me. I've been making excuses for that woman for 56 years.
Jack, do you call your mother?
I write my mother letters
Every day?
every day. I send them off in a bottle.
Well, that's lovely. You're a good son.
Thank you. I try my best.
My
her
children never
dearly.
called and then they all died.
Dude, could you blame him? I mean, every time you call, you treat them like me. You know, you boss them around, you ask them how they're doing, but you don't care. You just want to tell them what to do. Tell them where to go, tell them the job's not good enough, tell them their brother's better than them, 3 inches taller, 3 inches maybe in any direction.
I live for my children and my family.
Yeah, you did. And that's why they left, and they never came back, and they never called. You took my babies away from me.
You know
Those were my kids, and I was good to those babies.
Morris.
I was good to those kids.
Hold on.
I don't like
You
to talk
two
about
love
that,
each other.
Morris.
Yeah, I know you don't want to talk about it. You want to complain about them, how they don't call you, but you know why. You know why.
I live for
Listen.
my children, Morris. I'm not gonna hear you speak to this.
Yeah, I bet. Any kind of thing going your way, no one wants to hear about it. Let's move on. Let's have dinner. Eat your food. Go watch your show.
Morris, your feelings are valid.
Yeah, well,
But I'm also sure that it was just as hard on Doris as it was on you to lose your kids. You know, you guys love each other, and that's really what the world needs right now is just more love.
And I'm sure your kids loved you both.
I'm sure they knew that you were doing the best you could.
I can relate. I enjoy both of you very dearly.
oh yeah, you had kids?
Oh no, I never had kids. I just mean I think you and Doris are good people. I enjoy being around you.
Where are we going? Why are we here?
We're gonna go see your mother and father, babe. One last time, and then we're gonna go over to Palm Springs.
This bridge is very rickety.
Well, it'll be all right. My father was a big to-do. Told you a big lawyer, but I didn't tell you which one. He's
Oh my god.
part of
Oh
McEnroe.
my gosh.
They own most of the buildings around this area, including the cemetery. Owned it for about 200 years now, and he was a real jerk.
My father did very well for himself in real estate.
He did. And he had everything buried on him. All of his money, and
Oh.
jewelry, and
He was
And
a
everything.
good Christian man.
he was. Let's go say a prayer.
Yeah.
Morris, can I ask you a question real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Is this supposed to be the time?
Oh, God, no. No.
No,
If that's okay, I'll pay you for extra time. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, totally fine, totally fine.
Oh, that would have been brutal. That would have been so sad.
Yeah, very devastating. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked.
Not yet, not yet, not yet.
I just wanted her to be able to say goodbye to her father, before everything.
Of course.
We had our first kiss at a spot, and it's not that far from here, so maybe you could walk us there, and we could stand up on the ledge and enjoy the view one last time, and when the moment comes, I'll give you the cue. How about that?
Okay, yeah.
Hey, I really appreciate you and your friend.
Of course.
You've gone out of your way for us, and you spent a lot of time with us today, and I got a couple extra ears for you, for your kindness.
Well, I very much appreciate it, but, at the end of the day, I'm just happy to help a friend.
I appreciate it. Okay, honey, I'm coming. Could you take her for a walk here in a minute? Because I'm going to piss on his grave.
Oh, yeah.
You're disrespecting my mother and father's grave.
I'm sorry, baby. We'll get it cleaned. Let's get it cleaned off. You guys mind helping us brush this thing off?
There's bird dirt all over it.
That's not...
Don't worry, I'll get it. I'm a very excellent cleaner. It was one of my many jobs.
That's not bird dirt, honey. I mean, birds don't have dirt. That's dirt poop. It's bird poop, sorry.
It is dirt poop.
Spit it out, mush mouth.
Doris, if you don't mind, walk with me this way real quick.
Oh, what are we doing?
I'm sorry, Morris.
It's all right. It's okay.
Are we going to visit your mother's grave?
It's one thing if, you do it, but her, it's grating at me for all these years, just
I
constantly.
feel like, yeah, I understand.
Do you mind if I, have a moment? I'm gonna take a piss on his
Oh,
grave.
oh, yeah. I'll walk over here. You have fun.
Thanks. He was a real piece of shit.
Where are we going, Morris? I don't like surprises.
Hate surprises.
They give me anxiety.
For Christmas every single year, wouldn't wrap her presents for the kids, and then as soon as she'd buy them, she'd just come home and hand them to them.
Oh.
Wouldn't wait. And
That's kind of relatable.
But she's always a deal hungry person, so she would get the gifts 6 months in advance, so she'd be handing them Christmas gifts in June and say Merry Christmas.
Oh,
honey.
Oh my
Doris,
God.
are you okay?
You alright?
Oh my.
You okay?
Oh, I'm all right. Get your hands off me, Morris. I said I'm all right.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
I caught Morris smoking a marijuana cigarette once.
Oh my
I
god,
want a cigarette, Morris, you dog.
He was smoking those marijuana cigarettes like some kind of jazz musician.
Were you a jazz musician?
I loved music. I really did. I love playing the trombone. I really loved it, but we couldn't have musical instruments in the house, because our ears and stuff, and it'd be real loud. But I had my time. I had to quit my band when we got together.
Oh, well, you know what? The things you give up for love.
Yeah.
So Doris, tell me about, your first date with Morris. I want to hear all about it.
Oh, who remembers things like that?
I remember.
Well, and I want to know all about it, Morris. Tell me all about your first date with Doris.
I mean, what's there to say? I was a corny kid, and I saw her at the pier, and we'd already been talking in school for a little bit, and then I guess when she saw me at the pier, everything shifted and changed. And
Make sure we go around this armless
Yeah.
gentleman over here.
His pants were too big. His mother thought he would grow into them, but he didn't.
Okay, if I say left, she says right. If I say right, she says left. It's every day of my life.
He looked very awkward with his
Morris.
big shoes and his big pants.
I liked my clothes and the way I dressed.
Maybe he was cute. He was probably very cute, very, very dashing.
I was, I will say that I
Yeah.
got quite a lot of looks coming around the neighborhood, real classy gent, and I would never.
Oh yeah.
I know about all the looks you got, Morris. And I know you returned those looks.
Yeah, well, maybe if somebody else would have been giving me those looks, I wouldn't have been looking at those looks.
He had a little dish on the other side of town. I knew all about it. He's going to hell.
Don't do this.
He's going to hell. You know you had that little side piece on the other side of the tracks. What was her name?
Don't do this, Doris. Not today.
What was her name, Morris?
Don't. Her name was Julia.
Yeah, that's right, you little trollop on the other side of the tracks. While I was home raising your children?
You don't call her that. She don't deserve that from you.
She was with you when you were married to me. It's a mortal sin, Morris.
Yeah, well, I think there's something in the Bible about, your wife, doing her daily deeds or something like that, or at least once every couple of years or maybe every decade, but no.
I did what I had to do plenty of times. I gave you children.
Yeah, you gave me 5 children, and you know how many times we had sex our whole marriage? Maybe 5 times.
That's actually kind of impressive. That's like 1 per opportunity if you think about it. Like, you got some swimmers there, Morris.
I'm telling you, I was ready.
Morris is very fertile.
I am. In the Bible, it even says be fertile. But we had to stop at 5.
I'm surprised you didn't impregnate your trollop.
Yeah, it's because she was smart enough to wear protection.
Does she wear protection?
Well, I mean, she put it on me, but let's not get into the details.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
I forgave him because I'm a godly woman.
No, I think you forgave me because you didn't think anybody else would put up with your mess. That's why you forgave me.
Don't you talk to me that way, Morris.
now hold on. You two love each other. Remember? This is a happy day. It's your anniversary.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Remember your wedding?
Yeah, I remember our wedding. Couldn't be big enough. Couldn't be more expensive enough. And she still complained.
The cake was only 1 layer. You should have let my father pay for it. Picked out a wonderful cake. Where are we going?
This is it, hon.
Morris, don't touch me with your sausage fingers. Your hands are so clammy.
But they weren't always clammy. You used to like grabbing my hand. And here's the first time you did it. Right on this walk right here, babe. You remember that?
Oh,
Really?
at the pier?
Where are we going?
We had lunch over there. Well, she was with her parents and I was with mine, and we both snuck out to go to the pier, and we started walking and talking, and our fingers bumped, and the rest is history,
Are you talking about your trollop?
No, I'm talking about you, babe. I'm talking about you.
I've never been here.
You have been here. Your parents own that restaurant right there. St. Pierre's.
My father did very well in real estate.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh, look at that man. That's what a man looks like, Morris.
Yeah,
Oh my.
give him a little room. Why you gotta tear me down all the time?
It wouldn't hurt you to work out a little bit.
For what? For what?
To look good for your wife.
What would happen if I worked out? I don't leave the house. You don't look at me.
Well, maybe I would if you worked out a little bit and wore Speedos. Oh my, look at this hussy.
got
Well,
her?
don't you look at her.
I'm not looking.
Mara, stop looking at her.
I'm not looking, babe. Are you all right, Mrs. Diana?
Yeah, I've been better.
I seen how
Definitely
you handled those zombies. You did a good job.
Oh, thank you.
I don't even know why we're here.
This doesn't jog any memories for you? You don't remember this?
I want a corn dog.
Yeah, remember we got a corn dog that day, and you liked mustard on it, right?
Buy me a corn dog, Morris. I want one.
I'm gonna buy you the biggest corn dog. Remember going to the Big Puffer?
Oh, look at that boat out there. We never had a boat.
Boats are overrated.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, you go talk to Doris about that one.
I lived on a boat.
That's right, yeah. You two want to clear this out up here? Looks like you're
Can't do that.
Figure we'll head to the end of it. And I'll show you where Doris gave me my first kiss.
What are you talking about? Oh my.
Come on, Doris, let's keep moving. Hey, you see that big roller coaster over there?
I don't like roller coasters. They give me anxiety.
Yeah, we didn't go on it. You guys ever come out here when you was younger with your parents?
You did. A lot of love for this place.
Yeah. It's a lovely area. It's a lot of love here, A lot of dreams start. A lot of dreams end. You're a hell of a shooter there, Diana. When we get you a corn dog, we'll see if old Pearls has one in here at the end.
Oh, loved Pearls.
Yeah, Frankie Sinatra used to come out here, and they used to do a little band shot right on the backside. We never got to go, but, I mean, he was in town a lot.
My sister Barbara dated Dean Martin.
Here you go. Up. Let me help you.
Yep.
Oh my.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it dating, honey, but you know, they definitely were seen together.
She was a very handsome woman.
That was back when, you know, women being handsome was a thing. You know, you like a nice strong jaw. You know.
Oh yeah.
The most attractive women looked like men, to be honest.
Are you
I
all
believe
right,
that.
Piet?
Oh, I remember back before that was underwater.
What are we doing here?
We're reminiscing, babe. I thought if I took you by a couple places, you know, it might jog your memory. You know, maybe you remember a thing or two.
What memory? I don't know what you're talking about, Morris. I never liked the beach. I can't swim.
That's Doris for you. Never met a place she didn't like.
I can't swim, Morris. It's not my fault. I never learned. The water terrifies me. You know that.
So none of this rings a bell for you, huh? None of this shakes anything out of your mind. You don't remember us?
Why do you keep saying that? What are you talking about? I've never been here.
You don't remember holding my hand right here? No one was around?
Morris, I've never been here in my life. How many times do I have to say it?
Just come over here and just stand with me, babe. Just for a minute.
Oh, fine, if it'll shut you up.
Maybe you can hold his hand, Doris. Maybe that'll jog your
I
memory.
don't really feel like it.
Come on, babe. Maybe just hold my hand just for a
I
minute.
don't want to, Morris.
Can you just for once in your life trust me and just take
What? What do you want? What now?
just take my hand? I love you.
Okay, I'll stand over here and take your hand, whatever you want. I don't care.
Look out there. When you look out there, when we were kids, and I was holding your hand,
Just a bunch of water, Morris.
and you reached up, and you kissed me on my cheek so soft. I love
What are you blubbering for?
you, Dottie. I always have. And I'm so sorry that I didn't give you the life that you wanted or that you deserved. And I wasn't the man that you needed, but I was the man that you had. And I'm sorry that wasn't enough in this life, but maybe in the next, you'll be happier.
Well, you better worry about getting right with Jesus then, Morris.
Just tell me you love me. Just tell me you love me, baby.
Yeah, you know, we had our times. Water smells terrible. There's dead fish everywhere.
Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Most my life's been waging war till I found peace. I could have swore.
I love you, Dottie.
Oh my!
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Morris.
That took a lot of strength.
Love you, Dottie.
Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Hurting as bad as the years before. Living in a lie I can't ignore. Oh, I had to cut ties to settle the score. And I ain't gonna live like this no more.
I loved that woman for a long time. She took my whole life from me. And I gave her everything. And I got spit on every day for return of it. And if anybody was gonna do it, it had to be me, but I didn't have the strength to get out of here. But now I'm free.
Of course. Thank you for allowing us to be with you during this time. I am
These
truly
last
honored.
couple days.
I'm honored to know you, Morris. You're a good man. You cared about her a lot. And I think somewhere in her lost, very lost little heart, I think she loved you too.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, Jack. And I hope that one day you find someone who looks you in your eyes and they tell you that they love you every day.
That's what we all deserve.
Yeah, that's what we all deserve.
But I'ma get on my feet, get on my chores, get some things from the getting store. This old ship's coming back to shore, 'cause I ain't gonna live like this no more.
And that was it. That was how I killed my wife for 56 years. My little Dottie. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her right up there to the end. But not no more.
Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more, hurting as bad as the years before, living in a lie I can't ignore. Oh, I had to cut ties to settle the score, and I ain't gonna live like this no more. Lord, I ain't gonna live like this no more. I've been drinking till my body's sore. Ain't touched my bed, just sleep on the floor. But I'ma get on my feet, get on my chores, get some things from the getting store. This old ship's coming back to shore, 'cause I ain't gonna live like this no more. Holding on to the hand of self-destruction, and I'm back to a place that I left a long time ago.
Morris, what are you gonna do without her now?
Just give me a sec while I smoke this cigarette. My aching body feels better still.